The growth code: short, powerful insights to improve your mindset, habits, and life daily. You don't move on from a breakup by forgetting them. You move on by learning how to live without the version of life that included them. And nobody prepares you for how strange that feels. At first, it doesn't even feel like heartbreak. It feels like confusion. Because one day, they were part of your routine, part of your messages, part of your thoughts, without you even trying. And the next day, silence. So your mind does something dangerous. It rewinds everything. Every conversation. Every moment. Every what if I had done this differently. But here's the truth. That replay is not healing. That replay is pain disguised as thinking. Because you're not actually fixing the past. You're trying to stay emotionally connected to something that already ended. And that's where it gets harder. Your brain starts rewriting the story. It removes the arguments. It removes the confusion. It removes the moments you felt unsure. And it keeps only the good parts. So suddenly, you're not remembering reality anymore. You're remembering a highlight reel. That's why thoughts start changing into lies, like, we were perfect. I'll never find that again. It shouldn't have ended. But if it was truly stable, it wouldn't have ended. Then comes the withdrawal. Because attachment doesn't disappear instantly. It fades. So you feel the urge to check, to look, to reread messages, to see what they're doing, to feel something familiar again. And every time you do that, you reset your healing without realizing it. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is still expecting them to be part of your world. Then comes the quiet part. No messages. No updates. No routine. Just you and your thoughts. And that's where most people struggle. Because silence feels heavy when you're used to emotional noise. So your mind tries to escape it. But the real shift doesn't come from distraction. It comes from structure. You don't heal by avoiding pain. You heal by building a life that doesn't revolve around it. You fill your days again, not to forget, but to rebuild direction. Because healing doesn't happen in overthinking. It happens in repetition of new routines. And slowly, something changes. One morning, they're not the first thought. One day, you don't check anything. 1 week passes without that emotional pull. And it doesn't feel dramatic. It feels quiet. But that quiet is progress. Because moving on was never about forgetting them. It was about reaching a point where remembering them doesn't control your direction anymore. And when that happens, you realize something powerful. You didn't lose a person. You lost a version of life you were attached to. And now, you build a better one. Letting go is not weakness, it's growth. And if you're here right now, you're already in it.